Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going deep on power.
Ooh, power.
Yeah,
I like it.
we're diving into Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This book, have you read this?
I have, yeah. It's a fascinating read.
It is.
It's a little unnerving,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah, it's like a guidebook, almost like a playbook
Yeah.
to how power dynamics really work, right?
It's like peeking behind the curtain, right?
Yeah, totally.
Green kind of pulls back the veil and
Yeah.
shows you the unspoken rules.
Right. And whether we like to admit it or not, these things are
Oh, they're there.
they're at play
They're happening all the time.
all the time. Yeah.
And even if some of these laws, when you read them, you're like, ooh, that's a little
ruthless. Manipulative, yeah. Like almost Machiavellian, but I think just understanding them
right.
is valuable in itself.
Even if you don't use them,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what's happening here. I'm not going to fall for that.
Yeah, it's like knowing how a magic trick works.
Totally.
Even if you don't want to be a magician,
Yeah.
you can still appreciate the illusion.
Yeah, you're more aware.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have to say, 48 Laws is a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Where do you even begin?
Where do we even begin? I mean, do we just go through them one by one, or?
Well, you could, but I find it's a little easier to think of them in categories.
Oh, okay.
You know, like themes.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So let's start with appearance and perception. This covers laws 1, 4, 5, 6, 16, 25, 30, 37, and 46.
Okay.
This is
A lot.
a lot of laws in this category. But these ones are really important because they show how being perceived as powerful is just as important as actually having power.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not enough to just be powerful. You have to look and act the part.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay, so let's jump into some specifics then.
Okay.
So, Law 1, never outshine the master. This one kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's counterintuitive.
Yeah.
You would think the goal is to stand out.
Yeah, be the best. Right.
Be the best, yeah. But Green, I think he makes a really interesting point
Okay.
when he talks about this.
Okay.
That sometimes power dynamics are more about managing egos,
Okay.
particularly the egos of people in positions of authority.
Interesting.
So he uses the example of Galileo, right? Brilliant scientist, made incredible discoveries.
Right. Groundbreaking.
But he faced so much backlash
Yeah.
because his brilliance was a threat to
Interesting.
the powers that be at the time.
So basically, even being like a total genius
Yeah,
can backfire if it makes the people in charge feel threatened.
exactly.
Wow.
It's like,
Yeah.
don't make the top dogs feel insecure.
Yeah. Yeah, like don't rock the boat too much if you're, at the bottom, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? It makes you think about office politics
Oh, yeah.
in a whole different way.
Totally.
And that's why I think this law 1, pairs really well with law 6.
Okay.
Court attention at all costs. So while you don't want to outshine the master,
Right.
you also don't want to completely blend into the background.
Right. You don't want to be invisible.
Exactly. So it's about finding that sweet spot, right?
Yeah.
Where you're recognized for your talents,
Yeah.
but you're not stepping on anyone's toes.
Right. You're not making enemies or making people feel, like you said, threatened or...
Or insecure.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me think about, like, in today's world, like, personal branding.
Oh, totally.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what it is, yeah.
Trying to, build a following and establish yourself.
Get your message out there.
Yeah, get your message out there, become an expert, be the, thought leader.
Right.
But it is a delicate dance.
It is.
You want to be visible, but not too visible.
Right.
Ambitious, but not threatening.
Exactly.
Right. So how do you see this playing out, like, in your own life? Like, where do you see that?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you see this all the time.
Well, I mean,
In your work, in your field.
I think it's about being strategic, right? It's about knowing when to speak up, when to kind of hold back, when to promote your ideas,
Okay.
when to kind of let others take the lead.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's very contextual.
Got it. Okay, so we've got
Never outshine the master.
never outshine the master and court attention at all costs. What else? What other insights can we get from this appearance and perception category?
Well, law 4, always say less than necessary, is a good one.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah, it really highlights the power of being a little mysterious.
Yeah.
A
little bit of mystery goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah.
People are more intrigued when you don't reveal everything right away.
It's like you don't want to show all your cards right away.
Exactly.
Hold some back, keep people guessing.
Yeah, there's a certain allure to someone who's a little reserved
Right.
who chooses their words carefully.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak and to remove all doubt.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Right.
Though in this case, hopefully we're aiming for like mastermind rather than fool.
Yes, exactly. Mastermind is the goal.
Right, exactly. But yeah, okay, I like that one.
And this ties in nicely with Law 5.
Okay.
So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. This is like pre-digital age reputation management.
Right.
Back then, your reputation was everything.
Right.
It shaped people's opinions. It could intimidate rivals.
Totally.
It preceded you wherever you went.
It's true, yeah.
It really had weight.
And today, it's even more important, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Because of social media, like one wrong step and
It's there forever.
it's out there forever, yeah. And good luck repairing that.
Exactly. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
So Green emphasizes that need to really protect your reputation.
Okay, yeah. So it's not just about like being good at what you do. It's also about making sure people know you're good at what you do.
You got to project that image.
Yeah. Okay, I think I see a pattern here.
What's that?
Perception is everything.
Yes.
Right. It's not enough to just be competent or powerful.
Right.
You have to project that image to the world.
Exactly.
Okay.
And these first few laws really give you a glimpse into how to do that.
Okay, so let's recap real quick.
Okay.
So far we've
Right.
got never outshine your master,
Right.
court attention strategically,
Yes.
say less than necessary,
Mm-hmm.
and guard your reputation. Like
Hey.
it's, gold.
It is. It's precious.
Yeah. Anything else we need to remember?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget Law 25.
Okay.
Recreate yourself.
No, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a big one, too.
Okay, tell me more about that one.
Well, it reminds us that we're not stuck with the hand we're dealt.
Oh.
We have the power to reinvent ourselves.
Okay.
Control how others perceive us.
So we can change the narrative, basically.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. That's empowering.
It is, right.
Yeah.
You're not just a passive player in this game.
Right.
You could be the author
Well, that's great.
of your own story.
Yeah, love it.
So,
Okay, so we've covered a good chunk of appearance and perception.
yeah, we're just getting started.
Okay, are you ready to move on?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay, what's next?
All right, let's dive into strategy and deception. This covers laws 2, 3, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 21, 22, 31, 32, and 39.
Okay, I'm a little nervous,
It's going to be good.
but I am very intrigued, so.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
What does Robert Greene have in store for us?
Let's find out. Okay, so we're moving into strategy and deception.
All right, buckle up.
Yeah, things are about to get a little more, I guess you could say, Machiavellian.
Yeah, I gotta admit, this section makes me a little nervous,
Oh, yeah.
Talking about, like, manipulation and,
Playing the game.
yeah, playing the game.
Yeah,
And that can feel a little icky, to be honest.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it. It can feel a little uncomfortable, for sure.
Yeah.
I think the goal here isn't to become like master manipulators.
Right.
It's more about just recognizing these tactics
Okay.
so that, when they're being used on you or even around you,
Yeah.
you can spot them.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, so you're not, falling prey to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
It's like learning self-defense, right?
Okay. Yeah.
You might never need to use it, but it's good to know how to protect yourself.
Right. Right. I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's jump into it then.
Okay, so Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies.
Ooh, that one's a little spicy.
It is a little spicy,
It
right?
kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, it can feel a little wrong at first glance.
Yeah.
But I think Green makes a really interesting point here, which is that
Okay.
friends, because we're so close to them,
Right.
they can become a little complacent.
Yeah.
They can take advantage of that relationship,
Oh.
and that can actually make betrayal more likely,
Oh, interesting.
right? Whereas an enemy,
Yeah.
their opposition
Yeah.
is clear, where you stand.
Right. It's out in the open.
So in a way, their actions are more predictable.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. So
Yeah.
it's not that we should distrust all our friends,
No, not at all.
but it is a good reminder to be aware of those dynamics,
Exactly.
and not be naive.
Yeah, don't be naive, trust but verify.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
All right, let's move on to Law 3. Conceal your intentions.
Okay. This one feels a little sneaky.
It does.
Yeah. A little bit.
It's all about being strategic and keeping people guessing.
Okay. So how does that work?
Well, the less people know about what you're up to,
Yeah.
the less they can interfere, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's about controlling the narrative.
So it's like you're playing poker.
Exactly.
Keep your cards close to your chest.
Yep.
But doesn't that like create a sense of distrust? I mean, how do you balance like strategy with being genuine?
It's a good question, and I think that's where self-awareness comes in,
Oh, okay.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Are you concealing your intentions to protect yourself or to manipulate others?
Right. Yeah, that's a good distinction.
It's a line that you have to define for yourself.
Okay, so intention is really key here.
Intention is everything,
It's not about being deceptive just for the sake of it.
right?
It's about choosing when to reveal your hand.
Right, strategically, yeah.
Okay, now this next one, this next law, I think a lot of people are going to relate to.
Okay, hit me.
Law 7, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit.
Ooh, that one stings a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little,
It's a little too real for some people.
yeah, it's a little too close to home, maybe.
Yeah, I think we've all experienced this
Yeah.
or seen it happen, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I think, there's a valuable lesson here about delegation
Okay.
and recognizing the contributions of others.
So it's not saying that delegation is bad,
Not at all.
but it's about doing it the right way. Yeah, it's about being a good leader
Okay.
and making sure everyone feels valued.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's move on to Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary.
Ooh, this one sounds kind of fun.
Right.
Yeah, a little game of cat and mouse.
Yeah, it's about shifting the power dynamic
Okay.
by positioning yourself as the person being sought after.
Okay, so you're the prize.
You're the prize.
Got it.
Exactly. And the person who comes to you, they're already in a position of need.
Oh, so they need something from you.
Right.
So you're already in the power position.
Exactly.
Oh, that's clever.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah.
You can use this in negotiations, attracting clients, even in dating.
Ooh, dating. Okay, I like it. I like it.
It's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. All right, what's next?
Okay, Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument.
Oh, this one feels especially relevant these days.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, with social media and everyone's, arguing online all the time.
It's all noise.
Yeah. It's just a lot of noise,
But this law reminds us that actions speak louder than words.
Oh, yeah, so true.
It's not about winning arguments online.
Right.
It's about living your values.
Yeah, like walking the walk.
Exactly. Walking the walk.
Not just talking the talk.
Think about Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr.
Right. Yeah.
They didn't win through arguments. They won through their actions.
Yeah. Such powerful example.
Really powerful.
Okay. Let's move on.
Okay, let's get a little tricky here.
Okay.
Law 12. Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim.
Okay. So this one sounds a little, I don't know, how do I say this?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
A little manipulative.
It can be, right?
Yeah.
Because on the surface, being kind and generous, that's a good thing.
Right. Of course.
But Green is reminding us that even kindness can be used as a tool
Oh, okay.
to kind of lower someone's defenses,
Oh, okay.
make them more receptive to your influence.
So it's like the Trojan horse.
Exactly.
It looks harmless, but inside
There's something else going on.
there's an agenda.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, like intention matters here.
Intention is everything.
It's about being aware of like, why are you being kind?
Right. Is it genuine?
Is it genuine or is it strategic?
Exactly.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Yeah, but it's an important question to ask yourself, I think.
It is, yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Law 13. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude.
Okay, this one kind of builds on that last one, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, so it's not about like begging for a favor.
No,
It's about framing it in a way that benefits the other person.
exactly. You're creating a win-win
Okay.
where helping you also helps them.
So it's like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. But again, like, where's the line between, like, genuine collaboration and manipulation?
Right. It's a blurry line.
Yeah.
And ultimately it comes down to your own ethics.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
what are your intentions?
Right. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, ready for another one?
Yeah, hit me.
Law 14. Pose as a friend, work as a spy.
Okay, now this one sounds like straight out of a spy movie.
It does, right.
Yeah.
But it's more common than you might think.
Okay, tell me more about this one.
It's about using charm and friendliness to get information
Okay.
or to gain influence
Okay.
that you might not have otherwise.
So you're kind of like gathering intel.
Exactly. You're gathering intel.
Okay, so it's like that friend who always seems to know everyone's business.
Yes.
Right? They're so charming, so disarming.
They're working it.
They're working it, but you don't even realize it, you know?
Exactly. And that ties in really well with Law 21.
Okay.
Play a sucker to catch a sucker seem dumber than your mark.
Okay, so this is like playing dumb.
It is. It's classic misdirection.
Okay.
You appear less intelligent
Yeah.
or less capable than you actually are.
Okay.
And it makes your opponent underestimate you.
Right, so they let their guard down. Okay, I see. So it's like, you're playing possum,
You got it.
pretending to be vulnerable, and then bam, you strike.
You strike when the opportunity is right.
Okay, I like it. All right, give me one more from this category.
Okay, this one is a good one. Law 22. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power.
Okay, this one seems counterintuitive. Like, how can surrendering be powerful?
Right. It's about choosing your battles.
Okay.
Sometimes retreating is the smartest move.
Okay, so it's not about giving up.
No, not at all.
It's about, like, strategic retreat.
It's about regrouping, getting information, planning your next move.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. You
Yeah.
know, it's like he who fights and runs away lives to fight another day.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I like that one. That one's good.
Okay. Are you ready to move on to the next category?
I'm ready. Bring it on.
Okay. This one is a big one, but it's really important. It's called defense and offense.
Okay, so we're getting into, like, protecting ourselves.
Exactly. Protecting yourself.
Yeah.
And also going on the offensive when necessary.
Ooh, okay, I like it.
So this one covers laws 9, 10, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 26, 42, and 44.
Okay, we've got a lot to cover.
We do.
All right, let's do it.
Let's get into it. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, right? We talked about appearance, strategy, even a little bit of deception.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride.
It has, but now it's time to shift gears and focus on, I guess, ourselves, our own development, you know?
Okay, yeah, like our inner game.
Exactly, the inner game of power.
So what does Robert Greene have to say about that?
Well, this is where we get into what he calls self-mastery and adaptation. This category covers a lot of laws, actually.
Yeah.
11, 23, 24, 27, 28, 29, 23, 34, 34, 35, 36, 36, 30, 40, 41, 43, 45, 47, and 48.
Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so what's the main takeaway here?
I think it's that true power comes not just from understanding how the world works, but also from mastering yourself.
Okay, so it's like we've gone from playing checkers to chess, and now we're learning how to be grand masters of our own minds.
Yeah, I love that analogy. That's exactly it.
All right, so let's dive into some specifics then. What's the first law in this category?
It's Law 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you.
Ooh. Okay, that one sounds a little, I don't know, manipulative maybe.
Yeah, I get it. It can sound that way at first glance, but I think there's a deeper meaning here.
Okay, I'm listening.
It's not about controlling people or making them do your bidding. It's more about becoming so valuable, so skilled in your chosen field that others rely on you.
Okay, so it's like you become indispensable.
Exactly. Think about the IT guy who keeps the whole company's network running.
Well, yeah, you don't want to mess with that guy.
Right.
Oh.
Or the graphic designer who can create amazing visuals that really make the brand stand out.
Okay, yeah, I get it. It's about being the go-to person for something that's really important.
Yes, it's not about control. It's about providing value that makes you essential.
Okay, I like that. What's the next law?
Law 23. Concentrate your forces.
Okay, what does that mean?
This one's all about focus. It's about directing your energy and resources toward a single, well-defined goal.
Okay, so it's about, like, not trying to do a million things at once.
Right. It's about prioritizing and saying no to things that don't serve your main objective.
So it's like a laser beam.
Exactly. Intense, precise, and capable of cutting through anything in its path.
I love that analogy. It makes me think of athletes who dedicate their whole lives to mastering their sport.
Absolutely. They're not distracted by side hustles or hobbies.
Yep.
They're completely focused on that one goal.
Right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what's next?
This one's interesting. Law 24. Play the perfect courtier.
Play the perfect courtier. Okay, that sounds a little old-fashioned. Does this one still apply in today's world?
I think so. It's about understanding social dynamics, being tactful, diplomatic.
Okay, so it's not about being a brown-noser or a yes man.
No, not at all. It's about being socially intelligent, being able to read people and build relationships.
So it's about, like, knowing how to work a room.
Exactly. Think about networking events, business meetings, even just social gatherings.
Okay, yeah, I can see how that's important.
It's about making connections and leaving a positive impression.
Right. Okay, this next one sounds a little intense.
Which one?
Law 27. Play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following.
Ooh, yeah, that one does sound a little scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, like we're not talking about starting a real cult here, are we?
No, no, not at all. It's about understanding that people have a deep-seated need to believe in something,
Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
to be part of something bigger than themselves. Think about the most inspiring leaders or the most successful brands.
Oh, okay.
They often create this sense of shared purpose, a feeling of belonging among their followers.
It's like creating a movement.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty powerful.
It is, and it can be used for good or for bad, obviously.
Right, right. Okay, this next one speaks to me. Law 28. Enter action with boldness.
Ah, yes, this one's all about taking risks.
Yeah, not being afraid to put yourself out there.
Exactly. Think about entrepreneurs who start their own companies, or artists who create groundbreaking work.
They're not afraid to fail.
Right. They embrace the possibility of failure.
They just go for it.
Exactly. They have that leap and the net will appear
Mm.
mentality.
I love that. But bold action without a plan can be a disaster, right?
Exactly. That's why it's paired with Law 29, plan all the way to the end.
Oh, okay. So it's about having a vision, but also having a strategy for making it a reality.
Exactly. You have to think several steps ahead, anticipate obstacles, have a backup plan.
It's like playing chess, right?
Yes. You have to think about your opponent's moves, plan for different scenarios.
Okay, so it's not just about taking action, it's about taking strategic action.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for another one?
Hit me.
Law 33. Discover each man's thumb screw.
Thumb screw. Okay, this one sounds a little creepy. What does that even mean?
Well, this one's about understanding people's weaknesses.
Oh, okay. So like their vulnerabilities.
Yeah, exactly. What motivates them, what they fear, what they secretly desire.
Okay. But that sounds like it could be used for manipulation.
It definitely could. But it can also be used to understand people on a deeper level.
Okay, so like how do I use this law ethically?
It's about using that knowledge responsibly, not to exploit people, but to understand their perspective.
Okay, so it's about empathy.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. What's next?
Law 34. Be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one.
Ooh, I like this one. It's about owning your power, right?
Yes. Projecting confidence, commanding respect.
So it's not about being arrogant or bossy.
No, it's about having a strong sense of self-worth.
Yeah, like you believe in yourself and your abilities.
Exactly. And that confidence is contagious. It makes others believe in you too.
Okay, I can see how that's powerful. What else?
This one's all about timing. Law 35. Master the art of timing.
Timing is everything, right? Think about telling a joke, the pause, the delivery, it all matters.
Exactly. And it's the same in life.
Yeah.
Knowing when to act, when to hold back, when to
Yeah.
seize the opportunity.
Okay, so it's about being patient and observant.
Yes. Recognizing those subtle shifts in momentum. Got it. Okay, this next one sounds very stoic. Law 36. Disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge.
Oh, I love this one. It's about letting go of things that are outside your control.
Yeah, don't waste energy on stuff you can't change.
Exactly. Focus on what you can influence.
Okay, what else have we got?
This one might seem a bit counterintuitive. Law 38. Think as you like, but behave like others.
Okay, so how do you balance that with being authentic and true to yourself?
It's not about sacrificing your values or beliefs. It's about being strategic about when and how you express them.
Okay, so sometimes it's better to keep your thoughts to yourself.
Exactly. Pick your battles.
Got it. What's next?
Law 40. Despise the free lunch.
This one's about being wary of things that seem too good to be true, right?
Exactly. There's often a hidden cost or an ulterior motive.
Like those free trials that turn into paid subscriptions if you forget to cancel them.
Yes. Always read the fine print.
Okay, good advice. What's the next law?
Law 41. Avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Okay, so this one's about forging your own path.
Exactly. Don't try to replicate someone else's success. Find your own unique strengths and talents.
Okay, I like that. It's about being authentic and finding your own way.
Yes. And that leads us to Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others.
So this one's about emotional intelligence, right?
Exactly. Connect with people on a deeper level, understand their motivations, build relationships based on trust and respect.
Okay, so it's not just about logic and reason. It's about appealing to people's emotions, too.
Yes. It's about building genuine connections.
Okay, we're almost done here. What's next?
Law 45. Preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once.
So this one's about the power of gradual change.
Exactly. People are resistant to change, especially when it's sudden or drastic.
So introduce change slowly and incrementally.
Yes. Respect the natural pace of things.
Got it. Okay, second to last law. Law 47. Do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop.
Ooh, this one's important. It's about knowing when to quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, like that gambler who keeps betting even after winning big and ends up losing it all.
Exactly. It's about self-discipline and knowing when you've achieved enough.
Okay, I like that. What's the final law in this category?
Law 48. Assume formlessness.
Assume formlessness. Okay, what does that mean?
This one's about adaptability. Be like water flow around obstacles. Don't be rigid or inflexible.
Wow, that's a powerful image. It's about embracing change and being open to new possibilities.
Exactly. It's about constantly learning and evolving.
Okay, we've covered so much ground today.
We have. From appearance and perception, to strategy and deception, to self-mastery and adaptation. Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power really gives you a lot to think about.
It does. It's definitely a book that makes you question everything.
It does. But I think that's a good thing, right?
I think so. It's like you said at the beginning. Knowledge is power.
Exactly. And now that we've explored these laws, we're better equipped to navigate the world, to see those power dynamics at play, and to make conscious choices about how we wield our own influence.
That's a great way to put it. It's been fascinating diving into this book with you.
The pleasure was all mine. And remember, these laws are just tools. It's up to each of us to decide how we use them.
That's a great point. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive into the 48 Laws of Power. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun. Please note that this is an example of TTS adaptation. This can be made longer or shorter depending on your goal. Also, the use of etc. is a stylistic choice. The purpose is to break up the speech to sound more natural and less like reading from a script. Adjust accordingly to meet your specific requirements.